Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at an incredibly powerful practice that can completely transform your health and mobility, pretty much regardless of your current physical fitness level. Now, if you've ever watched Tai Chi and thought, wow, that looks beautiful, but there is absolutely no way I can balance like that, well, this explainer is built specifically for you. I'm going to show you exactly how to unlock massive physical and mental health benefits without any balance or fall risk whatsoever. And the best part? We're doing the whole shebang from the complete safety of a chair. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the power of Tai Chi, then look at adapting for limited mobility, run through breathing and posture basics, dive into essential seated Tai Chi movements, and finally, finding classes and insurance. For those of you with limited mobility, I want to reassure you right now, this roadmap is built entirely for you, focusing strictly on accessible seated movements that absolutely won't leave you behind. Let's get right into it. Section 1, the power of Tai Chi. Okay, let's dive into this. You know, Tai Chi originally started out as an ancient Chinese martial art, but modern adaptations have really transformed it into this incredible therapeutic mind-body exercise. It is amazingly effective at transforming aging bodies and specifically combating joint pain. Now, there's a really crucial number I want you to focus on here, 58%. According to a 2018 study published in JAMA Internal Medicine, Tai Chi reduced falls in high-risk older adults by a massive 58% when compared to just your traditional stretching exercises. I mean, that is a staggering improvement. It's all about improving your proprioception, which, if you're wondering, is basically just your body's built-in GPS for knowing exactly where it is in space. But honestly, fall prevention, that's really just the tip of the iceberg. Take a look at this breakdown from a massive review of 27 different studies. We're talking about improved memory and processing speed. Arthritis patients, they report 30 to 40% less pain. We see blood pressure dropping by an average of 7 to 10 points. Insomniacs are getting an extra 48 minutes of sleep every night. Plus, stress hormones like cortisol drop by up to 30%. You might be wondering, how on earth does it do all this? Well, the gentle compression of these movements acts like a natural joint lubricant, literally stimulating synovial fluid. And at the exact same time, the practice is releasing endorphins, which are your body's natural painkillers, all while quietly building up your lower body's strength. It's just brilliant. Section 2, adapting for limited mobility. Let's move to and see how this builds, especially for those of you in your 70s and beyond, or really anyone who's dealing with a bit of balance anxiety right now. Look, if you're anxious about standing on one leg or you're worried about getting too tired, I completely understand. And that is exactly where chair-based Tai Chi becomes the ultimate accessible solution. With standing Tai Chi, you do need some decent leg strength, and there's definitely a risk of fatigue. But seated Tai Chi, zero fall risk, none. You can practice safely anywhere you have a sturdy chair. And the absolute best part, research shows you still get 70 to 80% of the physical benefits and 100% identical mental benefits. You are preserving all those life-changing benefits without any of the danger, a real game changer. Section 3, breathing and posture basics. Now, before we even think about moving our bodies, we've got to establish our foundation. We need to coordinate our breath to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So I invite you to take a moment right here. Let's just slow down and just breathe with me for a second as we look at how this works. This brilliantly illustrates the golden rule of Tai Chi breathing. It's actually quite simple. You inhale during gathering, lifting, or defensive movements, and you exhale when you're extending, lowering, or pushing outward. Each breath cycle should last about 4 to 6 seconds, matching the incredibly calm, slow tempo of the movements. It should feel completely effortless and natural throughout, making sure you're using your diaphragm for that deep belly breathing. Okay, now keep an eye out for a few common slip-ups. Holding your breath during challenging movements, that just creates unwanted tension. Also, try to avoid shallow chest breathing. Actually, scratch that. Don't just avoid it. Actively focus on letting your belly expand so you get maximum oxygen, instead of just breathing from the chest. And above all, don't move faster than your natural breath cycle. Please don't try to force perfect timing. If you catch yourself gasping for air, it means you just need to slow the movements down. Just let your body synchronize naturally as you practice. Section 4, essential seated Tai Chi movements. All right, let's put this all into practice. I'll keep my narration slow and rhythmic here to mirror the calm flow as we demonstrate the actual step-by-step chair-based techniques. Our first movement is the beautiful flow of seated cloud hands. Seriously, I invite you to try this with me right now. First, sit forward in your chair, nice and upright, away from the backrest, feet flat. Now, take your right hand, place it down at hip level, palm down. Put your left hand up at face level, palm facing you. Gently rotate your torso to the left. As you turn, your hands will smoothly pass each other right at chest level, the left sweeping down, the right rising up. The real trick here is that the rotation comes entirely from your waist, not your shoulders. Keep your eyes gently following that rising hand and just alternate continuously in a beautiful, uninterrupted flow. Next up is seated brush knee. Let's set our posture together. This one is fantastic because it builds upper body coordination and engages the core, completely avoiding the complexity of standing steps. Raise your right hand back, kind of near your right ear. Let your left hand circle down near your left hip. Now brush that left hand across your left thigh, and at the exact same time, push your right hand forward at chest height. Remember your upright posture here. Pull your navel slightly towards your spine to engage the core. And definitely make sure you're not leaning forward when you push. It should be a very precise, grounded extension. Finally, let's look at arm circles and figure eights. Extend both arms out to your sides, right at shoulder height. Start making slow circles forward, and then naturally reverse them. Next, try extending one arm forward to draw a smooth horizontal figure eight right in the air. Let the movement really come from the shoulder while keeping your elbow nice and soft. Starting with just 2 or 3 minutes of these arm movements and gradually adding 30 seconds each week until you hit 5 to 7 minutes, that is a really fantastic, super accessible way to safely build real shoulder mobility and upper body strength.
Section 5, finding classes and insurance. So now you know the moves, but how do you keep it going? Let's transition to some practical next steps and show you exactly how to access this life-changing practice, whether that's right in your living room or out in your local community.
If you're looking to start at home, Dr. Paul Lam's YouTube channel is absolutely incredible. He's got over 100 videos, and his Tai Chi for Arthritis program is officially recommended by the CDC specifically for fall prevention. Dr. Lam bases his teachings on Sun-style Tai Chi, which is just a phenomenal at-home starting point. Why? Because the higher stances used in Sun-style are specifically chosen to be much, much easier on your knee and hip joints while still maximizing those healing properties. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is just how financially accessible your local community options actually are. If you thrive on the social benefits of practicing with others, senior centers are great, usually running just $20 to $40 a month with a lot of peer support. Community colleges are around $60 to $120 a semester, but look at the YMCA. Their group Tai Chi classes are literally free for all members, taught by extensively trained instructors. And when it comes to insurance, let me clear up a common misconception here. While Original Medicare Parts A and B generally won't cover a gym membership because they aren't deemed medically necessary, you have other options. Private insurance companies that offer Medicare Advantage Part C or Medigap plans very often cover vital fitness programs like Silver Sneakers, Silver and Fit, or Renew Active. These plans give you full access to participating gym locations and even on-demand Tai Chi videos right in your living room. Which brings us to my final question for you. Are you ready to take a seat and transform your health today? We've looked at the science, we've covered the breathing, and we've actually practiced the zero fall risk movements together. You don't need perfect balance. Heck, you don't even need to stand up to start experiencing a stronger body and a calmer mind. The only thing standing between you and 58% fewer falls is simply the decision to sit down and begin. So, grab a sturdy chair, take a deep breath, and start your journey today. Thank you so much